Hi everybody. Okay. So I wanted to do a little video that's a little different than my usuals because most of the time I do these Monday to Friday and I jump into the storyline and I try to tell you guys everything and I try to also make it short so it's not like 2 years and yeah, and then we go from there and then I have to correct it sometimes because I'm like, okay, they could go this way or that way and then I have to go with wherever they go. Okay, so for this one, because it's Sunday and I have time, I'm gonna go into a few terminologies for terms for soaps in general and sometimes Bold and Beautiful. Okay, and the reason I put bold on there is because a lot of stuff is gonna happen in the next month. I can see, so that's why I'm gonna break it down now, so I don't have to do it later. Okay, so you might want to watch this video, save it. So if I say something again, you'll say, "Oh, okay." Okay. So I talk about the word device all the time. Now you have to understand that when I talk about certain words, I don't mean in everyday language, because it being 2026, somebody could say device and they could mean a phone, tablet, what have you. Okay, when I say device for soap operas, I mean they use something, either language or an item, to move the storyline along. And also, sometimes you totally change the trajectory of how the storyline's going. And we've seen it happen a few times last year and definitely this year. Okay, the people I'm talking about in the storyline I was thinking about when I said this is Luna. Luna Nozawa. Okay, now kind of makes me sad and happy all at the same time. Okay, I'm sad because Luna Nozawa is no longer on the screen, but I'm happy for Lacey Yamada because she deserves to be wherever she wants to be, and that girl has talent out the union. Okay, so she should use it. Um, so with Lisa Yamada being gone, they had to unalive Luna. Okay, now the problem I have with that is the way they did it. Because I've talked about this also, and this also goes into the terminology thing. Okay, when I use the phrase writing themselves in a corner, what I mean is sometimes, not very often, but sometimes, they can write a character into a conundrum, a situation that they can't write themselves out of. Meaning, okay, you want somebody to be good or bad, whatever. Pick one. Okay, let's say good. You can make a person so good that you can justify everything they do because of some other reason, where it becomes totally unbelievable for the audience. And you say, there's no way that the person would do that. No way. But then you have to put on your soap brain and go, okay, they wouldn't do this in real life, but in soap opera, they can do anything they want. Um, okay. Another character that they've kind of written in a corner is Sharon Newman. Now, Sharon Case is a great actress, however, and they've been doing this for a while. They wrote her as the good girl next door, or the girl from the wrong side of the tracks that Nikki wasn't gonna like because nobody was good enough for her son Nick. How I say they wrote her in a corner and made her too good is because now she could do anything. And there's a justification for anything she does. Anything. Okay? And it's like, no way. Don't believe it. Okay, harassing. Soap opera rapid age syndrome. I mean, a kid can go upstairs and they're 6. They come back downstairs and they're a teenager. Or they come back from boarding school where they ship everybody off. And meanwhile, they go in 14, they come out 21, and you're supposed to believe that somehow they went from school to college and now they come back home. They did it with Steffi Forrester. I saw it. I've been watching retro episodes. I saw when they brought Steffi back because somebody was like, oh my God, I didn't know you were back. I thought you were in London. Yeah, I was, but Dad said he needed me here, so here I am. Okay. And I have a sneaking suspicion that in a year, maybe 2, I don't know, that Johnny and Katie, Billy's kids with Victoria, are going to be harassed. Okay? So be on the lookout. All right. Well, this isn't really a term, but when they make a soap couple and they break them up and then they put them with everybody and they always break them up with whoever they're with, to the point where I'm like, are they that damn choosy? I mean, really? Okay. Let's see. Who am I going to pick? Oh, Victoria. Okay, and the reason why I picked Victoria is it kind of aligns with another thing I'm thinking about. The strong, independent woman. Now, there's no soap terminology here, but it's always, she's good enough that she could be by herself. She doesn't need a man. She can be alone. Victoria has dated everyone on the planet, and yet she's still alone. Okay, Billy. Let's see. She dated Billy. She dated, of course, Cole, but then they came back. She dated Nate for a hot minute, but that was interracial, so, oh no. Okay. She's probably dated other people. I just don't remember everybody Victoria's ever dated. But my point is, she's dated a lot of people. A lot. Okay? And she can't settle down with one of them. Well, also, daddy's girl. Okay, what I mean by that is, or mama's boy. Either one. Okay, what I mean in a soap world is that nobody is good enough for the girl or the guy. Meaning, okay, I'm going to use Stephanie Forrester here. Okay, now, I believe in my bones that the character of Stephanie Forrester was meant to love her kids more than her husband, and therefore was the downfall of the marriage. You can agree with me, disagree with me, whatever. I said it. Okay? Because nobody was ever good enough for Rich. Nobody. Okay? And Thorne was her son too. I don't know what she did with Thorne, but I'm guessing she did the same thing. The same thing. I mean, Eric wanted them to have good people, but he didn't orchestrate their love life. So, whatever. Okay, and then Daddy's girl for Victoria. Nobody, and you're talking about Victor Newman? Of course, no one is going to be good enough for Victoria Newman. There you go. That combined with the independent thing, and it creates no relationships, or at least non-sustainable relationships. Yeah. So there's a couple terms. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. If I think about some other ones, I might do this once a week. Depends on whatever comes up. Because usually what happens is I'll watch an episode and I'll go, oh, that reminds me of this or that or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but those are the top of mind for this week. All right. Bye, guys.